I've gotten quite a few questions about how long the fire burns for. This is the Cubic Mini Woodstove, the Grizzly model, which is their slightly bigger model. Their smaller one is called the Cub. So you've got to actually burn it for a while to burn the chemicals, manufacturing oils and stuff off. I've had one little fire in it, but let's fire it up, excuse the pun, and see how long it burns. I've just got a little bit of kindling, which is off like dried tree branches, some split up kind of very dry wood, and the only log in inverted commas I'm going to put on is that one, which is off a sort of hedging tree I've got here, and we'll time it and see how long it burns for. Right, started. I will just fed the sticks in. I'll feed a bit of this kindling in. Kindling, it's interesting because the kindling's sort of, as you'll see, pretty long, and so you have to go in diagonal. That's the thing about this small stove. It's I'll get a bit of blowback too from, I guess I have heard, sorry about the exposure, but I have heard that these triple walled flues do need to heat up to get the draw going. You got to get a bit of heat into the pipe. We'll see. But yeah, what I was saying was you do have to break your kindling fairly small. Like that piece there, I just realized that I got off the stack. Probably actually won't fit in. Okay, I've got it going now. Had a little bit of a problem with some sort of blowback into the house. As cinematic as it looks, it's not ideal. I did close the door though, and that made the fire sort of immediately die down and smoke, so I'm not really sure why. Well, I'm not really familiar with how to run this stove. You might have to leave the door open until it really gets going. But we'll time it. I mean, there's heat just pouring out of it now, so that's kind of, a usable fire from a heating point of view. I'll put the kindling on and get the log on. Okay, I've got the log in there now, and I'll see whether that, I'll close it up and see how it burns. I've got the little vents right open, but yeah, as I thought, these pieces of kindling, which aren't really that long, are too long to fit in there, even diagonally. They're poking out, so you'll have to make your kindling quite thin. And now I'll go and deal with that. Okay, we're at I think about 16 minutes, 17. I sawed the other piece of kindling in half, and I've just thrown it in because it was dying down a little bit. The big log is in there, but I just chucked those other pieces of kindling in, and we'll see how they go. There's a lot of heat coming off the stove. I think you will probably have to keep feeding it every 20 minutes, maybe half an hour. Depends on, I guess, what you put in. I put in a pretty big log type thing rather than some split hardwood or something. So, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, I've been outside. There's smoke coming out the chimney. 40 minutes. Let's have a look. Okay. I half expected it to be out, but it's still going. So that log's still burning, and there's heaps of heat coming off it. But I noticed before, it does stay quite warm long after the fire's gone out. That cast iron remains warm, so I'll check back. Okay, we're at just over 58 minutes. And there's a lot of heat coming off that. Okay, we have a smouldering log. So I think it's kind of charcoal. Again, I think we'd have to get the art of sort of log size, but there's still a lot of heat coming off the actual fire. We're back. What are we now? 1 hour, 11 minutes. And this, wow, still way too hot to touch. I mean, that's sort of just, you know, there's some red coals in there. The thing's not alight, but you know, I'm happy with over an hour on that little log. Like, you'd probably just feed it every hour.